It's iRadio in the morning, and we love our I Love Irish artists every month, and we've a whole host of them this month. And I can't wait to talk to this person because they've had an amazing career so far, and the music that they're producing at the moment is absolutely astounding. Sarah, good morning. How are you?
Well, how's it going? How are you getting on?
Good. Sarah, you live in Newcastle, but you still have that Clare accent, which is lovely. So it's so good that you haven't lost it.
I don't think I could ever lose it. I genuinely don't.
Have you been tempted to try the Newcastle accent?
I mean, I'm fairly good at the Newcastle accent. I mean, I'm surrounded by Newcastle people the whole time, do you know what I mean? So I feel like I can do a really good rendition of a Geordie accent.
All right, go for it. Give out to me about something.
Okay, what will I say? You put me on the spot now. I don't know, man. How way, man. I don't know what to say.
We were talking about this recently on the show about when you go somewhere, you adopt an accent. And I think as Irish, we try and hold on to our accent as much as possible.
100%.
It's so funny. My aunt Debs, who's like lived in like New York pretty much before I was born, it's my dad's sister. And every time she comes on, she's got like proper New York accent. And every time she comes home, she puts on an Irish accent. She sounds like Tom Cruise in whatever Irish movie he's trying to be in. Tell me you like me hat. So the Irish accent becomes a stage Irish accent, but we love it that you still have your Clare accent. Now, let's get into it. You have had an amazing career so far because you were going to do nursing, weren't you?
I was, yeah.
Then what happened? You decided to go singing on a TV show.
Do you know what it is, right? I still, to this day, I'm still like, will I become a nurse? Will I become a chef? Like, that's how I've been my whole life, like, kind of a thing. So when I grew up, my nana was quite sick. So I don't know, I just gravitated towards nursing, like, do you know what I mean? Because I would have spent a lot of time with her and caring for her and stuff like that. But I don't know, like music was always something, like, to be honest, I was really shy as a child. So like, I was really like, you know, really, really shy. And then the minute you close my bedroom door, I'd go in and I'd be busting out the tunes and I'd be singing Spice Girls into my mirror with the brush and everything. Like, that's just always something that I really wanted to do deep down, but I never really said it.
Yeah.
So I was doing my leaving cert and I was like, I might do singing. And everyone was like, sure, well, how could you do singing? Sure, what would you do? Like, what would you work as? Like, you know, and like I wasn't confident enough to go, well, actually, I want to be a singer. Like, I want to be like a pop star, or do you know what I mean? Like, you know, when you're that age, it's kind of like a big thing to admit that that's what you want to do, or I don't know. But so I went to do nursing and I actually trained as a nurse assistant, and then I did makeup, and then I was a makeup artist for a few years and I did weddings and all that crack, and like I'd be a bit more creative than I would be like studious, if that makes sense. So anything creative.
100%. I'm not studious at all. I'd be more on the creative side. Well, I think I would be more creative. And when it came to school and stuff, I was rubbish at it. I want to play music for a living. That's what I want to do. Yeah.
I genuinely hated school. Now, no offense to my teachers, they were all lovely, but like I would have been anywhere else but school. Like I just wasn't that person. So I don't know, I finished my pre-nursing course, I did makeup for a few years, and then all of a sudden I was like, I'd love to start a band, like, or something. But I hadn't a clue where to start. So I texted my friend about a band. He still has that band, actually, Switch. He's very good. And he said, you know what you do now? You've too many questions for me. Like, just sign up for The Voice. Because he couldn't, like, I was like, so what's a PA? And like, what's a, you know, and he was like, Jesus, just sign up for this, will you? So I signed up for The Voice. And yeah, I don't know. I just, off the back of that, I got loads of gigs. And then I had my daughter.
Bill, back here a second. You signed up to The Voice and you got a few gigs. You signed up to The Voice and all judges turned their chairs. So you had Bressie, you had Rachel, you had Oonagh, and you had Cian, and they all turned their chairs and they were fighting for you. So you had the choice of all these mentors. Why did you go with Rachel? And do you regret going with Rachel?
I don't. Like, looking back now, I think I probably would choose Bressie just because I love him. Like, as a person, I think he's great. I think he's so supportive. But I don't regret choosing Rachel. She is a lovely person. And I think at that time, I really needed her guidance, because I remember having a conversation with her. And like, again, at that point, I would have been quite shy. Like, it's only now that I'm like, I suppose, getting inner confidence, if that makes sense. You get that as you get older, don't you? But Yeah, so like performing and stuff I would have struggled with, and Rachel had a conversation with me and she was like, Rachel's really shy as a person.
Really?
Yeah, genuinely really, really shy. And I think I was meant to go with her for this conversation, for her personality, for her to kind of teach me that it's okay that you're not like an out there person, or, but she was like, when you're performing, it's a switch, you turn it on and it's like, boom, stage. And she was like, I'm really shy. And that's one thing that I struggled. This is what she said. That's one thing that I struggled with when I kind of stumble into this world, is that I don't need to bring, I'm not being myself, or it's not being unauthentic, but like there is a performance and you switch it on, and like that's okay if you don't want to say anything after you perform. Not that I do, but she was just like telling me that it's really okay to be introverted, because I am an introvert like through and through. But like,
Do you feel after you're performing, do you want to go out and meet everybody and your friends and family that have come and see you perform, or are you the type of person who needs to like take a few minutes to realize what you've just done and let the adrenaline like rush through your body?
No, I think afterwards I'm like, well, what's the crack? Let's go for pints. Like, let's have it. But before I perform, I'm like, nobody talk to me, please. Because like I get quite nervous still. Like, it's only normal. You care about it. You want to do your best. Like I still get nervous. So I get really like in my own headspace where I'm like trying to just be the best version of I can for the performance and stuff. Then afterwards, I'm like, right, lads, pints, let's go.
But now you did really well with The Voice. You came third, which is fantastic. And
Yeah.
as you said, you then started getting bookings for gigs, and then you got asked, here, Sarah McTernan, do you want to represent Ireland for the Eurovision? And you're just like, yeah, give that a shot. Off you went, and you represented Ireland. It didn't go to the finals, which was unfortunate, but what was the experience of representing your country like for the Eurovision?
Oh, it was mad. Like it was something that I've always wanted to do. Like literally since I was a child, I used to watch Eurovision and go, I want to be there. Like I want to do that so bad. And like to say that I have done that, like it's just such an achievement. Like if I had to have said that to my younger self, she would have lost her head. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
but like the people that I met, I just can't explain the love I have for everybody in RT and like the Irish delegation. And I think afterwards I cried for about 2 weeks, just because you work so closely with these people. And I think that's what made it so special, is the people that you work with, and then getting to go on that whole journey with that group of people. And then anybody that's done Eurovision will know that there's just like this little bubble and community, and it's so special. But then on the flip side, the performance side of it is mad. Like it's totally mental. Like, do you know what I mean? You're walking the Eurovision bubble and you have these people with latex suits walking around and like glitter. Like it's the most mental scene ever. Like
Literally sounds like the weekend I just had. You know the Eurovision movie with Will Ferrell? Is it just like that, like with the parties and stuff?
It's just like that. Like literally.
Yes.
Like I've only watched a little bit of that because I don't know. Like I was watching it and I was like, oh, I miss it. I need to turn it off because like it is so much fun. But like anybody that's watched the full lot of it is just like, it's literally just like Eurovision. Like I've seen a little bit of what I've seen. Yeah, it is. It's like.
Well, listen, congratulations so far on your success, Sarah McTernan. What are the plans now for I know we're nearly halfway through 2022. Can you believe it? The summer is only looking at us over the horizon. What are your plans for What are your plans for 2022 and looking forward to 23? I can't believe I mentioned 23 already.
Oh like, God, I can't believe you did it. To be honest, I have music that I'm planning to release like just continuously this year. So I've got a lot of music I got to get out there this year, and I'm planning some original gigs as well, which will be my first original gigs, which I'm very excited about that. Nothing confirmed yet, so yeah, but I'm there in the works at the moment. And yeah, just lots of music, lots of gigs, lots of music, and just keep going, you know yourself.
Well, we look forward to it. And our I Love Irish Artists of the Month, the tune is called Gotta Get Out. It's an absolute banger of a tune. I love it. The music is just fantastic. Your voice sounds incredible as always. Sarah McTernan, thank you for being on iRadio.
Thank you so much for having me.